Then I crank it.
What the fuck?
I'm a skank and what?
Well, I think we're about to go live.
Yeah, Timbuktu with one gifted Jaffe membership. I don't know if I'm saying this to anybody or myself.
No,
but
we're
I
officially live now. Save it. Save it.
Ooh.
Fuck stick.
There's two different.
Oh, shit. We're doing this again. Okay, let's make sure we got the right one. Oh, fuck. There's two different ones.
Live. Oh no, one just says. One's got 20. Yeah, we're both live. They're both live. Yeah, never mind.
No, so
What are you
I got to
doing,
get.
Jeffrey?
Do I got to get rid of one then?
You do, but make sure it's not the one titled "Is Patriotism
No.
Dead?"
Oh, I know.
All right, just not a tell.
I know. Hang on.
Is it a compliment when someone says that you remind them of Dahmer, Jaffe?
I'm sick. All right, hang on.
Yeah, you are.
No, the second one is over. It's only the one that's live right now that has, I think we're good.
Oh.
I think. Let's be sure, though. I don't remind anybody of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah,
Nobody says that, you whore.
I'm saying it.
Look at their personality.
Yeah, I don't look like Jeffrey Dahmer
Yeah.
at all. Nobody says that, you whore.
Who said he looked like him?
Just like him though.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you act like him.
you look, if somebody pulled us all over and said which one of you people are most likely to be a serial killer, come on. I mean, you're...
It's obviously Bunny.
No, you're in that world.
Mm-hmm.
You're in that world.
You're jealous of my
All right,
hairline.
here we go. We are going to begin a show that I have decided to call
Pookie Bear's Playground tonight on Madhouse. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. K-Nels with $5. I told Kaylee I'd donate 5 if y'all are 5 minutes late. I'm an honest betting man. I'm just betting with myself. One gifted by the great Timbuktu. Here's to you.
Well. Welcome, my delightful delinquents, to the Madhouse. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, give us your money, blah, 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 blah. We appreciate you being here. Welcome, my friends, to the show. It is delightful to see you. We are back tonight with the full crew. We have myself, Ms. Bunny Button, and, of course, what's your name again? Coming live from San Diego, California, moving away from Sin City. It is Tech Protect here officially in the house, literally in the house. Welcome to the show, you guys. Let's get to very, very briefly before we dive into a really interesting topic, a cornucopia of topics this evening. Let's say thank you to some of you guys who have been very generous already before the show even went live. We have K-Nubs with little tiny fingers saying, I told Kaylee I'd donate $5 if y'all were 5 minutes late. I'm an honest betting man, even if I bet against myself. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Very, very much, K-Nubs. And Timbuktu, thank you so much for sending a gifted membership. Timbuktu was over in the Discord last night drinking alcohol, smoking weed, and typing shit that I don't think he's like... Because he typed shit, and it was like, bye, Bunny. It was good knowing you or something. And I'm like, shit, it's been nice. And it's like, did something happen to Bunny? Or did she say something? Or I know, it's what the fuck is going on? And then tonight he's like, no, I was just stoned and I was high. I've never done high and alcohol together. A lot of people do that. Is that, you look like tonight, Bunny B.
Hey, my mama. I look just like my mama with my hair.
I don't know your mama. You look like the girl who plays the Lois Lane in the new Superman movie tonight.
Oh,
What's her name? Rachel Brosnahan. Brosnahan.
oh, I don't think I know who that is.
Well, why don't you get educated about the big stars of the summer? Look at your T-shirt, Rip Diddy. What do you mean, Rip Diddy? He is in jail.
RB.
He is in jail tonight. He thought he was going to get bail, but the judge said, no, you go back in. Because, he still could be facing 20 years, even though he got off today on everything except, or he got off on all the serious
He's been getting
charges.
off for years.
He got off on everything, all the serious charges that could have put him in prison to life. But he's got 2 charges of transporting sex workers across state lines, which runs afoul of the law. And in that, each one carries 10 years. So we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think real quick? I mean, do you think the guy should go to jail for paying for sex workers to go across state lines if that's ultimately what he gets charged for, which is the only thing he was found guilty of?
I
Yeah.
think they literally only gave him that charge because they're gonna reduce it down to probably nothing. He's probably gonna get maybe 3 years. Is what I'm betting.
But do you think anyone should go to
think they
jail?
just
Like,
gave
what's
him-
the problem of
No, I
of
don't.
no?
No.
I mean, so yeah, it's like, I mean, he beat the shit out of his girlfriend. He's clearly not a good guy. But if that wasn't what was on trial, I guess that wasn't what was on trial. I didn't follow the case closely enough. Was that not? They weren't really accusing him of being a girlfriend beater, right? That wasn't what the case was. It was more
No,
about
I don't think that was
traffickeer-
even-
Right.
Yeah, it was racketeering and like 2 counts of trafficking. I think all
Yeah.
that he was found not guilty for all
Yeah.
that. And he only
Bunny, I have you turned up to 180%. Is there any way to turn up your volume on your mic?
Yep.
Yeah, I think actually.
Bunny. Bunny. Well, there you go. Bunny's audio is too low. People say, yeah. But yeah, so it was not like OJ. A lot of people, it's or Michael Jackson. Like I'm thinking of those big cases, or Johnny Depp even, right? I mean, but I remember like outside the courthouse when Michael Jackson was found innocent of not being a diddler, people were releasing doves into the sky, and then today I guess they had this one guy with tons of baby oil that was just squirting it everywhere, which was great.
Wow.
I mean, people like a circus. People like a circus. Even with all the baby oil, he wasn't able to slide. Well, look, Hacker, I think
That's funny.
I think he may get off with nothing though. So,
not getting much.
look, some people disagree with my take on this, but even the OJ case, I was sitting there with a lot of people, or a lot of people saw it read out. I was up in Foster City working at a Twisted Metal 2 meeting, actually, and everything stopped because it was like, oh shit, they're going to read the verdict. And I remember when they read it, and a lot of people understandably were upset because it's so clear he did it. But then it was like, you know what? I forget who it was who went on TV. Maybe it was Don King or something, but somebody went on. It's like, okay, you know what? Maybe he got away with it. But I tell you what, when the scales of justice are balanced for all of the white people that have gotten away with shit because the court system's kind of not necessarily the most racially justice-based product that we've created, then maybe we can worry about the fact that OJ got off. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's like he shouldn't have, but how many white dudes get off all the time? We
And then
won't
it wouldn't
though.
have to be everything. Yeah, I know.
I mean, we never will. This country,
It's
yeah,
just
it's
sad
crazy.
that everything has to be so racially divided when really we could just fix the system.
But they don't want to fix the system, and a lot of
they
people.
Who's they?
They, the 1%. It's class warfare.
they
A lot of
could.
people will
They
tell
could.
you, and I think that's probably more true than pure race warfare. But it's they're marbled in together, and I think a lot of people would tell you that to fix the system would require what is the saying that justice only feels like persecution when you've been basically taking advantage of people for a long time. It doesn't feel like justice. It feels like you're getting the shit kicked out of you. It's like, no, it's just that the scales are coming more even. So I don't think they want to fix the system. But Okay, it is so disrespectful, says Electric, how we keep Bunny's audio down. Let me explain something to you, Hort.
Turned it back up.
We're not. No, they're blaming us. They're blaming the males, the patriarchy. Electric saying, right, and I'm like, I am streaming OBS. All of their audio comes in, so I can't control. I mean, I'll turn Bunny up to 200.
I turned it all the way up.
Yeah, maybe that's better, but you know. Okay, anyway, there you go. That is, it is not, Darth Nugget, fuck you. It's not white guilt. Darth Nugget says, Jaffe's white guilt rules his mind. I don't know why people seem to think that a white, see, that's the ultimate in racism, is that's not the ultimate, can you imagine if that was the ultimate in racism?
Yeah.
But it's so funny that it's like, white people can't fathom another white person genuinely just going, oh yeah, this is something shitty that white people do or class warfare does, without it having to be built on the foundation of guilt. It's not guilt. It's just simply accurate. It's just simply, there's been a lot of wrongdoing. Do I feel guilty about it? No, because I didn't do any of it. But do I feel like, hey, that's really shitty? Yeah. Bunny's drinking pee, by the way. Good for you.
Hi.
Good for you. Yeah, K-Nub says, wasn't Kratos covered in white so he'd feel guilty for the rest of his life? Oh, yeah.
True. Biggest white guilt guy.
Yeah, so I don't know. Say a ditty, do with it what you want. I mean, whatever. There's like 2 songs of his, 3 songs I like. Kelly says, I can't stand white people. Me neither. I legit feel guilty being white growing up. Not even joking, says Keeley. I never felt guilty being white. Yeah, that's easy to say, Darth Nugget. He says, I don't think one injustice should make us not worry about another. When you're a white guy, that's easy to say. That's kind of like when a school shooting happens and it's like, today's not the day to talk about gun reform. That's pretty vulgar and gruesome to talk about it on a day like today. It's like, if you're not going to talk about the inequality on a day like today or whenever, then when are you going to talk about it? Never. All that does is shut people up. That's a bullshit excuse. Here's what's not a bullshit excuse. Madhouse now has an official Twitter clips channel. You can find it at Madhouse_pod. It is being edited and managed by Bunny Button and edited by Maggot Lady. Or I don't know, what do you call this lady? Maggot?
I call her Maggot.
Maggot.
Yeah, she goes by Maggot Chan on Twitter.
Maggot Chan. She's a cute little whimsical skedaddler. I saw her last night with Bunny on a show, and they were delightful. So give it a give it a look. Give it a look. All right. The most important news, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. We have a lot of stuff today to talk about as it relates to patriotism, the 4th of July coming up. We do have a politically charged show, but it's not all political. But there's one thing that we have to get to that's more important than anything else, which is a story in the Wall Street Journal that broke that. I mean, this is some heartbreaking, back-breaking. I got nothing. Bone shaking. No, it's not Sad House. Okay. It's Tragic House. Okay. Oh, no. And here's what it is. Let me show you. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't fucking have nice things. Cracker Barrel, one of the greatest restaurants in the world, especially now that they've changed their awful, racist ways and homophobic ways, which was a whole thing back in the day. Yeah. They had some real. I just
thought they were delicious.
Oh, I love them, but they had some really weird policies. Yeah. But that's in their past. They've done a 180. And if you don't know Cracker Barrel is a wonderful restaurant. It's not everywhere, but it's in most states in the U.S. And it's not in California. It's very hard to find one in Southern California if there's one at all. Like, I think the closest one might be like in Vegas, but these guys, if you were a kid and you remember Farrell's, which was like a themed restaurant that had all kinds of like old timey 1920s vibe, and they had the old candy shop in there and all that shit. Cracker Barrel was that, but for like redneck culture. It looked like you were going into I'm trying to find a great image of it for you. Gift shop. Let's see. It looked like you were, yeah, especially at Christmas time. It was just,
Yeah.
they had rocking chairs on the porches that everybody could just go sit.
They still
on.
do.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Well, hang on. I don't know if they've changed that yet, but that was the vibe of it. Like on the screen, it's very kitschy, lots of knickknacks. It was just great. I loved all this shit, right? Well, that's changing. That's changing just like it happened to the McDonald's people. Somewhere along the lines, people were sold the bullshit line that the old-timey feeling is not what people want out of Cracker Barrel. What they want instead is this horse shit. I have Wall Street Journal. Don't fucking tell me to continue with a Wall Street. Hang on, that's because Tech sent me the link.
I send you another link.
Wall Street Journal. But yeah, it's just like, you know what, fellas? Back the fuck up. Back the fucking fuck up. Hang on.
Check the other link I sent you.
That is
Should
the
be the
link
next
you
one.
sent me, but hang on.
No, the next link. If it's in order, then I
It's
send you a link to the right.
All right, let me see. No, it's fine. I'll just bring it up anyway.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel redesign. You know how they did this with McDonald's? They took the beautiful, fun McDonald's and they turned it into these sterile, awful,
Like minimalist.
minimalist horse shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is now what is happening with the Cracker Barrels. And
that's
it
sad.
I'm trying to find the some of these images. I'm sorry I don't have the image up anymore.
Sorry.
Sorry. But it's and I guess I kind of want to talk about this, and I want to know. Here you go. I want to know what in the fuck is going on. What
I know what it is. I
He-
know who caused this.
Here it is, right here. And if you say the Jews bunny, I'm going to be very upset.
Not this time.
Not this time. Who's taking away? And I know this sounds like I think I'm being funny and I'm doing a little bit of a bit and all that. I'm really not. Fundamentally, is it that big of a deal? Yes. Because it's the same thing with McDonald's. It's the same thing with automobiles that used to have style and artistry. It's the same thing with homes that used to look different. And everything now has to fucking be the safest, most generic, lack of bite, horse shit. And so you can say, well, Jaffe, why are you getting upset? Because this is the art of America. This is the essence. This is the juice, baby. And you guys don't come at me like, why do you care? Bunny, what's caused this?
2 words.
You know,
Beige moms.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'm
that is.
blaming the
Beige moms.
What is the beige moms?
It's the moms that they want their kids to play with like wooden blocks and they wear a lot of khaki and everything in their house is like super neutral. Google beige moms, you'll get it. It's real and they are destroying America.
It is
But
real.
who wants this shit? Like what
Sick
is it?
people.
Right. What is it?
I don't know.
What I mean, the sad beige aesthetic. Why is the
Yeah.
world? Yeah, fuck you people, you idiots. Nobody likes you. Nothing is fun anymore. Everything is generic. Look at McDonald's. You guys have to have seen this, right? You know that what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. McDonald's before, after design. It has become a wasteland. That used to be McDonald's. I mean, what has happened? And I'm upset.
Yep.
And I am
And you know, the
upset.
thing
And I'm
is,
not upset.
back
Listen,
then-
I need you to understand. Because I know I get it, you guys. It sounds like, oh, Jaffe, you're doing shtick. And I never want to. That's so not what I'm about. I am a creative guy. I have pushed my entire life on this idea of nonconformity, doing what you love, doing what you believe in, standing up to this sort of oppressive sense of money above everything else. How can you not look at the McDonald's there above? And then this McDonald's, how can you not go, this looks like a goddamn Russian prison. Bunny,
hospital.
go.
Yeah.
Go, Bunny.
Well, this is my thing about it. Go back up to the first picture.
Okay.
Because, they weren't cleaning the best then, but you couldn't see it.
What?
And then if you go down to the other one, they're still not cleaning, but you can see it.
Okay,
That's
but
my problem.
that you can't tell me as a very nonconformist person that's your main problem, because you're not wrong.
I'm just saying, McDonald's standards haven't moved up, but why are they trying to church it up and look like a
Yeah.
hospital when they're not cleaning? They're
They
not.
right.
Yeah,
Same
and
as it's
speaking
always
about
been, it just looks different.
speaking about churching it up, I want to thank Liquid23 with $2 says, "Where's Catlin?" She's in the room. We're still unpacking some stuff. Enfant with $2 says, "Jaffe mad about dying artistry, yet glazes AI slop." What do you think, Jaffe? Do you glaze the AI
I'll
slop?
answer that in a moment. But look at this. Look at this. Thank you, Infant. Look at this. Even this, like this was not, what I showed you was like a 70s, 80s McDonald's. This is like, my kids' McDonald's era, 90s kids' McDonald's era. What?
That's a prison.
But what's the logic behind? I know you say beige moms, but are you telling me that in tech? Go look this up if you would. I'm very curious about this. Like, what was the financial incentive where somebody sat down at McDonald's, at the car companies, at Cracker Barrel, and said, personality-based shit isn't working. We need to look like the Department of Water and Power, where you have to go pay your bill if you forgot to pay it. Right? And that's what it looks like. It looks like a government building.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Mining the Stars says it's happening with everything. They're removing color, playing it safe, and blandifying all the brands. I don't get it.
I got another point.
Yes, please.
Luigi, that guy,
Mangione?
Luigi guy, yeah, Mangione. He got arrested at a McDonald's that looked like that. But if it looked like the old one, I guarantee you the employee would not have turned him in.
Well, could be. Hang on, McDonald's. My McDonald's. When I was a kid, it had a massive playground. It had a creek. It had a bridge over it. It had all of these insane, like accoutrement to play and have fun. And people have just destroyed everything. I fucking hate people. I really do. I fucking hate all this capitalist bullshit. Everything for $1, nothing for imagination. It pisses the fuck out of me. Is it just a trend, says George Bush, or a lasting change? I have no idea. Tech, did you find any logic behind this?
Apparently,
Yeah.
the claim is that it looks cleaner and it attracts a more modern family dynamic. Beige moms. It attracts the beige moms, Jaffe.
Beige
I
moms
didn't
go.
think they'd straight up say that.
No,
fuck
this is
yourself.
the modern family dynamic thing is like what it did say. But if you look into it more, it's like, oh yeah, beige mom culture has really pushed McDonald's and other like restaurants to attract that type of like audience from like mothers that are, it should be clean and proper and this and
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck you. If your mom is a beige mom, fuck her. She's a
That's so
terrible.
sad. Can
She's
you
a terrible
imagine what
mom.
that is actually doing to kids? Like them not being exposed to like colors and like unless they leave their house.
Well, now one could
Yeah.
argue it's good because maybe a kid should not associate a good fun time with just going to get sustenance, right? Maybe it's like if your family isn't enough to engage with you, like I understand kind of, the RFK take on it, that the food should just be, I know. I kind of get that maybe, but let the kids have some fucking fun. Let the goddamn kids have some fucking fun is what I would say. There's another thing like this. We're going to get off this in a second. I hate to... capitalism, says Zeke, cannot be blamed for everything. A lot of problems can be blamed on libs and progressives. Maybe they can, but in this case, it is literally capitalism. Sorry, but it is.
sorry.
But kids and having stimulation for play.
As you speak into your mic.
Yeah. I'm trying to take it, Tech or Bunny. I got to remember this point.
He's
Here's what I'm thinking. We should beat beige moms at soccer. We should show them that kids that play outside are better athletes. That's
That's a
where I'm
beige.
coming from. Yeah.
Baseball
Beat
bat coming all
beat
shades of
them
beige.
all shapes of beige. All shades of beige. Beat them till they're beige.
I know what it was. It's another one. It's like
Jeff Bezos.
It's like Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, the same thing. Pizza Hut used to be a goddamn joy to go to Pizza Hut. Now it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of people. This speaks to me in my bosom. This speaks to me at my
It's
core.
ice cold.
I'm fucking tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of everybody being a fucking coward. You don't want to be creative. You don't want to step out of line. You want to fall away. Well, I have to take care of my family. I have to have my mortgage paid. I have to get my 2 vehicles, and my kids have to play soccer. You know what? Be a fucking parent and show your kid the joy of coloring outside the lines. You conformist, cock-sucking coward. I'm just tired.
Moses just said that Chuck E. Cheese changed too. What have they done?
Yeah.
Chuck
How
E.
could they do
Cheese? What is it?
Yeah,
Instead of
that's
video
not
games now, they have spreadsheets where you can practice how to do your fucking taxes? Is that the new Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, what are we raising here? What kind of kids? This still looks kind of... they're opening an arcade for adults. That's pretty cool. That's pretty
Yeah.
I
cool.
love Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and nobody can change my mind about that. It's the best.
I love it too, but you're likely to you tend to get diseases when you go there.
Yeah, probably.
Hello?
Oh.
Disease.
Like, you get like pink eye and shit from Chuck E. Cheese. That place is no bueno.
Are you putting the peaks on your face? Or just
No,
running
it's
on-
just
Y'all know of the Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy?
I do.
I don't. I do. I don't. I do. I've heard
I'm
of it.
still on the fence about it. Look, that
I
they
think it's
piece
real.
together old pieces of pizza and make a new pizza and send it out to people.
Wouldn't
And
surprise me.
It's so weird that some of the pieces don't fit right.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. K-Nub says, what do we tell the kids to do now? We're starting to tell them to code, but what now? I know. But don't come at me about the AI slop. Go fuck yourself. AI, you don't even understand what you're talking about. You don't even understand what you're talking about. AI slop. Come on, man. That is such gatekeeping horseshit. If you are an artist and you genuinely enjoy drawing and writing and making music, then continue to do so. If you are a genuinely talented artist in any of these fields and you enjoy that and or AI, it's simply another tool to express yourself. Do I think that there are problems with legalities of data scraping that we should deal with, but we won't, obviously, because it's not in the national interest to regulate artificial intelligence right now, although it may be in the human interest? That's a problem, and we're not going to solve that. But don't stand up and act like you have the moral high ground because you think using AI, fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck me.
We have a thumbnail tonight of Uncle Sam getting resuscitated or attempting to be resuscitated by an EMT. Well, you know what? I could have spent $1,000 hiring an artist to do it. I would have had to have the topic a week ahead of time. I would have probably had to have a couple revisions that would have raised the price to maybe $1,000. Maybe it would have been $700 to $1,000. And I probably wouldn't have done it because I don't want to spend that on a fucking thumbnail. Or I could have cobbled together some shit in Photoshop, which none of you guys had a problem with people ripping off images there. But suddenly, because it's AI, look, you want to go after the man, you want to go after the fucking corrupt shit. I'll tell you what. Let's say AI is number 25 on your list of things that are morally problematic for you in America. Understood, fair. It's not a terrible place to put it. But how about we go after the motherfuckers that didn't get any jail time for the housing crisis of 2008? Where's that on your list? Where are the corporate bailouts on your fucking list? Where's the fact that Phil Spencer and Matt Booty have jobs today, but Microsoft gutted about 4 or 5 or 6 Xbox teams today? Where's that on your list? Yeah, the AI. I can understand that. That's an easy one. Check. I got him. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2008 topic as a deflection. Reaching deep for that one, David Jaffe. Thank you, Willie Farnsworth.
Thank you, Willie Farnsworth. Appreciate it, baby. Did you guys hear about this? Is some shit, man. There is a guy who murdered, I think he was a serial killer. He murdered 4 University of Idaho students, and today they decided he was not going to go to trial. I think he was sentenced to somewhere today. So he's going to jail, blah, blah, blah. So there's no trial. So it turns out they were going to call this woman, Catherine Ramsland, to the stand in the trial because she taught this guy. She was and remains a professor at DeSale University. And the guy who was the killer got a master's degree in criminal justice. The woman, the doctor, the teacher, is a professor of forensic psychology. She has written extensively about high-profile murders, including an examination of the serial killer known as BTK. Her books include The Mind of a Murderer and How to Catch Killers. So this motherfucker takes this woman's class and basically learns how to do it. And she says, it is hilarious, and not for the dead people, of course. And the worst part of it is that she's like, I didn't see the signs. I'm like, motherfucker, you are you're the preeminent authority on serial killers in America at this point. You had a future serial killer in your class learning how to do it, and you couldn't tell.
It's just like, he's my best student. I had no idea.
She said,
so interested. He was so interested.
She said, she says, over the years, she always kept aware, clearly not too good, of the prospect that people might take her courses and learn the methods of killers in order to build on their own nefarious ideas. I mean, it shouldn't be funny, but it's hilarious. Should be a movie. Yeah. But she said her time with Mr. Koberger, the killer, she never had that concern. He was very polite, respectful, and seemed genuinely engaged with the material as a potential researcher. Engaged. That's what they do, you idiot. They're sociopaths. They're chameleons. He was playing a role, you moron. I don't know if she's a moron. I'm sure she's quite smart. But anyway, yeah. So that happened. I thought it was very interesting. Very, very interesting story there that you could end up. I know there was that show How to Get Away with Murder from Shonda Rhimes. I haven't watched much of it, but I liked it. But think about that shit, man. Think about that shit. Okay, wait a minute. Infant's saying some mean shit to me. Let me check in the chat, even though I appreciate him for spending money. You're responding to my half-baked logic? What's my half-baked logic? My nephew Daniel's in the chat. He says, I literally got a rare eye disease virus from Chuck E. Cheese. So funny you mentioned that. It's not funny I mentioned that, Daniel. That's basically on the menu. They've debated putting it on the menu. It's like cheese pizza, pepperoni, Dr. Pepper, and pink eye. And they just didn't have room to put pink eye on the fucking menu. I mean, it's a guarantee. It's a goddamn guarantee. Is what I would say. Okay. All right. I'm sure, says Robot, a ton of killers took these kinds of courses. Yeah. I would imagine that there are plenty. I mean, look, if you really want to be a serial killer, it's getting harder and harder. We've talked about this on the show. Technology is, in 50 years, I mean, you can barely get away with anything now. Right? I mean, and they'll catch you. They'll fucking catch you. Even if you did it 70 years ago, they'll fucking catch you.
And if they don't, I will, bitches. I'll catch you.
So yeah, I could see that taking those courses would make a lot of sense. We're going to switch gears to patriotism, if we may. I hate to turn political, but I really don't. But I do, but I don't. I'm torn, but the headline that caught my eye today as we head into the 4th of July weekend, ICE arresting American citizens to meet quotas. Right? There were two headlines that came out today that kind of caught my fancy, struck my fancy. One is that one, that ICE is racially profiling people and picking them up and arresting them to meet the quotas. I assume they get paid. I assume it's like, hey, if we get our 3,000 a day, we get a bonus. So they're being I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know if that's true, but I would assume they are financially incentivized to, quote, do a good job, which means, hey, let's get our quotas met, fellas. That is staggering. The other thing that was staggering is reading today that Donald Trump decided to stop a key ship filled with weapons to go to Ukraine. Russia's attacking, doing a big front. North Korea is sending at least 30, 40,000 more troops over to help Russia. And Trump just is like, you know what? We're not going to help Ukraine fight Russia, who invaded them. And I just go, as the 4th of July screams in, as American citizens are getting picked up off the fucking streets, as Trump is suddenly helping Russia. When did you ever fucking think we'd see that? This motherfucker has the gall to talk about this guy, this Democratic socialist that won the primary for the mayor of New York, and say, we may have a communist in our midst, and if we do, I'm going to keep a close eye on him. Motherfucker, you know Russia's communist, right? You know that you're basically helping out the communist, you fucking no-brain piece of shit. So as we head in to the delightful 4th of July, Tech and I were debating and discussing and arguing with this. I think the 4th of July is a stupid fucking holiday. I do. I think patriotism is propaganda. I think the most patriotic thing you can do is question your country, push back against your country, burn an American flag, don't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I would argue that the people who fought for this country and died for this country, a lot of them would say that's what we were fighting for, was your right not to have to fucking do those things. What are we, Nazi Germany? You don't want to stand for the fucking pledge? Don't stand for the pledge. You want to burn a fucking piece of cloth? Yeah, it has symbolic value, but the bigger symbolic value is taking a shit on it and burning it because you can. And the idea that we're going to go out in a couple of days and people are going to cry and wave the little plastic flags and act like you're a great American when your fellow citizens are being picked up off the street and people who are wearing masks that are not identifying themselves, when we are aiding Russia in their invasion of a sovereign country, I don't know what the fuck you're waving a flag for. What are you celebrating on the 4th of July? I don't know.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Fair. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All
Why
right.
do you hate America so much? It's such a great
don't
place.
hate America.
Then say you love America.
It's a country. I love.
Okay, you
No.
can't love it. You definitely don't hate it.
I love the ideals of America. I love certain philosophies of America. Yes.
I'd make sweet, beautiful fucking love to
No,
America.
yeah, you can joke. You can joke about it.
I'll
but you
find
know,
the geyser.
you know, I am absolutely fucking right. You know, I am right. If you really want to celebrate America, then the best way to celebrate is to protest America this 4th of July. Unless you happen to be okay with picking these people up on the streets. I'm staggered by this. Lolcow Dark says, and I could be wrong. God, I hope I'm not wrong. He says it's against the law to burn the flag, isn't it? I'm like, no, I'm almost certain it's not. If it is, I wasn't paying attention.
It's not technically illegal, but there are certain areas in America that have regional orders, like a township might have a law.
You can stick your township up your butthole because federally speaking,
for burning an American flag.
Well, that's a private. Was it a private business or a public college campus?
It was a public. Yeah.
Well, I imagine you could sue the shit out of them then, because that's against your First Amendment right.
Oh, they told me I couldn't do that on the property. I didn't even mean to.
I mean, maybe you couldn't burn things on the property. I can understand that.
Yeah, maybe.
Jaffe is okay with being illegal to burn the pride flag. I'm not okay. You should be able to burn anything you fucking want. This is the problem with some of you guys. You think you are so tribal that you think all of us just care about winning. I only care about winning the philosophy argument of we should have true freedom in this country, which means I support the right to burn a pride flag, for the KKK to exist, for neo-Nazis to march in our streets. I absolutely support their right to exist and demonstrate. The minute they go out of the bounds of the law, put them down like the fucking moronic dogs they are. But that's freedom, man.
You guys are pissing me off.
Freedom is not. How is freedom? How can you not see this technology protection?
Enfa in the chat says, "Is tech a far right extremist?" Because I said I love America.
No, because you said
because I love the United States.
It's a country,
and I love it. I love.
What
America.
do you love about America? Yeah, go ahead.
I think a big part of this does go back to what we were talking about that one time about how Tex, he's got a parent that wasn't from America, so I think that does weigh into.
I'm Mexican. I was born in the United States. I grew up in Mexico. My formative years of like understanding the world and seeing for the first time and talking was done in Mexico. And I came back to the U.S. I fucking love it here. This place is fucking fantastic.
Okay, wait a minute. Two quick things. Oddly Normal says you can burn whatever you want, but get ready for public backlash because of it. There are social consequences to your freedom. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, people can agree or disagree, but freedom is freedom.
Don't you think about this, man? Think about if you have a son or daughter that comes home from school when they're 15 and says, "Mom, I decided to start saying the Pledge of Allegiance because I did my research. I listened in civics class. I've looked at other countries. They do have my allegiance." Now that I could get behind. But indoctrinating kids since they're in preschool and in kindergarten to stand up and say some fucking poem, they don't even know what the fuck they're saying. How is that freedom? How the fuck is that freedom? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. But here's the thing. Technology, don't let them trick you. Because tech protect, and this is what Bunny was saying about his parents, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, I don't even know when I ask you what you love about America, because there is no fucking way in God's green earth that you don't push back against America when you are genuinely worried. I won't say it. I'll let you say it, assuming you actually want to share it. You said to me, and you were half joking.
Potentially the birthright citizenship thing being revoked and some of the rhetoric used by Trump in the past could technically mean that on paper, I would be an illegal immigrant because my father was illegal when I was born here. He got legal status when I was like 2 years old. So if, again, Trump has not clearly stated what his opinions are about revoking birthright citizenship, just that he wants to get rid of it. And if he goes to the extreme of retroactively saying, hey, if you were illegal and you had a kid here, that kid is also illegal because that crime extends. If that were to happen, I'm gone, boys and girls. But I mean, I also have dual citizenship for both countries, right? So like, obviously, I'd go back to Mexico.
So how
it's a crazy time,
right? But how in the fuck can you say now? Again, the ideals of America, I love, but I also love the ideals of Canada and the ideals of the UK and the idea that only in America is a bunch of propaganda horseshit. But certainly, I love democracy.
Yeah, but you're about ideals. I'm more than just that.
Okay, well, the fact that you basically are living in a country right now where we are controlled by the corporations and the lobbyists to get these people elected, that the Supreme Court is pretty much said, suck it, there's nothing you can do about it because of Citizens United. And in that, you are now faced with the fact that you could have birthright citizenship overturned. And you're like, I love America. And I'm like going, wait a minute. This is getting really dangerous out there. What are you talking about? You can love the ideals of America, but you love America currently in 2025 as it stands?
Yeah. Have you now seen like a blonde baddie from like, I don't know, North Carolina or like Alabama and some Daisy Dukes on the top of a Ford Mustang?
Are you
Fast
about... Don't come at me, you Mexican fuck. I'm a fucking redneck fuck. You think
I was born in Reno.
I was born in Bama with the General League jumping over fucking fountains. I fucking know about the redneck Daisy Dukes.
I'm from the last Wild West state in the fucking
What
country,
I am
okay?
saying to you
What
is,
are you saying to me?
is that I love the shit kicker mentality. I love the dog on the porch. I'm here defending Cracker Barrel. Okay? I don't see you defending Cracker Barrel. I'm defending the Cracker Barrel and the triangle IQ
Taffy
game.
does have a point.
You got
I would
right.
take your daughter to Cracker Barrel like once a month, okay?
What?
If anyone's supporting Cracker Barrel, it's me
look
financially.
look at him getting sassy. Look at who.
I've got like 4 Cracker Barrels all around me.
Bunny lives
They're
above a
going any
Cracker
direction.
Barrel. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Bunny just shouts down, "Send up the chicken and waffles. Let's go. It's 9 o'clock."
I love their chicken and waffles.
I love the biscuits.
America.
Yeah, their biscuits are so good.
Bunny is not dying. Bunny, no. Look, let's ask Bunny. Bunny is living right now in the deep fucking South. Okay? And I imagine you are in Trump country for the most part. North Carolina, I think, went Trump. I think South Carolina's got more of a, with the Golden Triangle, they call it. The technology sector tends to vote more blue. But North Carolina is decidedly Trump country. I mean, and again, I don't care who you vote for. I know you didn't even vote, but to say that Bunny's dying, I'm sure Bunny has an opinion on this. Of course she does. She lives here too, which is what? What is your opinion on this, Bunny?
Nuggets. Sorry.
We were just talking about Cracker Barrel, so I don't know which part we're talking about.
Fair enough, Bunny. Fair
love
enough.
America, Bunny.
I got a lot of opinions about Cracker Barrel.
Hey, if you need opinions about Cracker Barrel, I'm your lady. Goddamn, what is it about? Let's talk about women in their clothes for a minute. Oh, K-Nubs. Thank you, K-Nubs. Thank you, K-Nubs, for the B+ tier Madhouse content. Thank you, baby. We appreciate the super chats. Where are your other super chats, you sons of bitches? Let's go. Let's go. Tech is here. We're ready to do some IRL shit this week. We got to pay for it somehow. Oh, by the way, before we get back to politics and burning the American flag, guess who hasn't gotten paid for the haunted house? Guess who probably never will get paid for the haunted house, even though we were promised we would be paid half by Keemstar.
Did he just regular pay y'all?
He just regular paid us. It's like, fine. You know what, man? Fine. Whatever.
Yeah, he ain't going to do it.
He ain't going to do it. I'm just like, what the fuck,
He
dude?
promised us $1,500 towards the haunted house.
Yeah, and it's the principle.
Not giving us
and he's kind of like, well, that wasn't a good stream. Half your streams aren't good either, Keemstar. It happens. But that wasn't the deal. The deal was not, we'll pay you if you hit these numbers. It was, we're a partnership, and if you do stuff for my channel, aka Keemstar's channel, we'll cover half of it. That was the deal. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. Well, Robot says Keemstar fucking people over. Who would have thunk? Not me, because up until this point, he was always, when it came to business, I was like, oh, okay, I mean, I agree with this guy on a lot of stuff, but I respect the fact that he runs a tight ship when it comes to business.
Yeah.
Business. Anyway. Okay, deport Keemstar. There you go. Isn't he Canadian or something? I don't know. Jaffe probably aims for B tier Madhouse since he loves those shitty B movies, says Darth Nugget. I love B movies. I love them. But no, I want this. Shut up, Canadian Connor. Let's duel. What do you want to duel for? Somebody said, what? I think it was Zeke. Zeke was writing, well, what's wrong with sending your kid to school to learn to love their country and the history of the country? Those are two different things. If the kid first learns the history, the school's job is to teach you the history of the country. If you then love it, that's on you, and that's delightful. If you get an accurate teaching of America, and by the way, don't be fucking fooled. This patriotism horseshit, this propaganda horseshit, is the reason a lot of you parents out there are okay with the school saying, you know what? We're going to remove these books from the school, even though they teach accurate history. Or we're going to change the Virginia historical textbooks for middle school to say that some slaves were happy being slaves. Why not? Why not? We're going to hell, Trump even ran on it. Says, I'm going to make sure the public school system teaches kids how great America is and they're proud to be. Just teach the fucking history. Are you too scared of what we've done as a nation to actually teach the history age appropriate? Because if you are, you're not a patriot, you're a pussy. And what you need to do is get the fuck out of the way and let somebody smarter and genuinely more patriotic when it comes to the ideals of the country rule the fucking roost, because it ain't this jack piece of shit. Yes, Zeke, all public schools indoctrinate children, and it's not in American history. It's in everything. But if you know that they are indoctrinating on this topic, and you know you have evidence that this is not true, you should care enough about your kids' education. This is what I love. Da Vinci says, so change voting rights. I know, man. Okay, but here's the probable response to that that's really going to happen. To change voting rights, I mean, think about what you're saying. That's such a cop-out. That is such a fucking cop-out. To change the way we vote in this country requires the very people that we elect to change the way we vote in this country. And if we make it more fair, they will be out of a fucking job. Now think about that. There are people much less powerful, much less paid that walk away every day from a job because morally it doesn't sit right with them. Whether you're talking about a waitress at a restaurant that needs the money, but she's done with strangers touching her ass, or whether you're talking about a banker who knows they're skimming off the top and says, I know this isn't going to be good for my career, but I can't be part of this. And they walk away. These motherfuckers don't walk away. They get into office and they entrench and they stay there and they are willing to sell their fucking soul every day to whoever has the most money to keep them in office. And so the idea, do you know how many times it has come up that Americans want to vote on a national holiday and everybody's off work and it extends into the weekend? So like Friday becomes President's Day, Saturday, Sunday, you can vote all weekend long. You know how many times it's been shot down? And guess who the number one party is that always shoots it down? Not always, but 95%. The goddamn Republicans. So sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Do you honestly think I don't think we should change voting laws? Of course we should. How are we going to do it? How are we going to fucking do it? Go move to Ireland with...
A lot of words.
What's that?
I said, your mouth can hold a lot of words.
I know, it's good.
It's impressive.
Well, go move to Ireland with Rosie O'Donnell. Man. Rosie O'Donnell had a really good point this week. She was talking, I mean, seriously, fuck celebrities too, because she was talking about Jeff Bezos and his wedding. And all of these motherfucking celebrities, this is what happens when I take a nap before the show. Y'all better watch out. Now that Tech Protect, Sophia home now, things going to change around here. Now that Tech Protect, now that Tech Protect's here, you know where that's from, Bunny? You know,
wait, say it again.
Sophia home. Things gonna change around here. Pass me them peas. You know. Anyway, Rosie O'Donnell.
No, tell me.
No, you figure it out yourself. It's America. You have freedom. Somebody in the chat will figure it out. But listen. Rosie O'Donnell was like, yeah, what is with all these fucking celebrities taking their private fucking jets and fucking up the environment? And more importantly, just, it's like,
Taylor Swift.
Well, again, no. I have had that debate with my son about Taylor Swift and her carbon footprint and blah, blah, blah. And we can have that discussion if you want. But as it relates to Jeff Bezos, okay, if Leo DiCaprio is genuinely a friend of Jeff Bezos, I get it. Okay, get on a plane. You're a rich guy. Take a private charter over to Italy. Go to the wedding. Do you really
Yeah.
think all of these fucking people over there were friends? What is wrong with these fucking people?
It's just to be pictured there.
What a bunch of fuck. And so Rosie O'Donnell stood up to it and said, fuck these people. This is some bullshit. So, you can bang on the Rosie drum like you hate her, and that's fine. But she had a good point there.
Yeah.
Anyway. Listen. That's from the goddamn Color Purple when Oprah Winfrey.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, you didn't
The
say
Color
it, did
Purple.
you?
I know
Did
I
you?
didn't because I wasn't sure. I
Maggot,
knew I'd heard it, but I wasn't sure.
why don't you clip this? Little
Clip it.
sassy.
Clip.
Do you know what? That Bud Crazy guy who's got his own little channel now. I mean, I never had a problem with Bud Crazy, but can I not say this?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but go ahead, I guess.
Well, this is what you showed me earlier, that he has a
Oh.
Can I talk about that?
I guess.
Okay, so this was a guy that, again, never had a problem with Bud Crazy. I thought he had expectations, I think, that he worked for us, and I'm like, I don't remember that deal, and and I guess he got he got a little scuffed up there, but I got no ill will towards that guy, and he started his own Discord. I think he's risking a lawsuit with Kiss because he's calling it the Psycho Circus, but go with God. I'm like, that's a Kiss album and comic and
That's a
video
great
game.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, and so K-Nub says, did he get his first episode yet? I got annoyed he was trying to get me to be his co-host. Yeah, well, he only wanted you to co-host if you do it as the Goosebumps guy. But anyway, so Tech pulls me over and says, oh my God, you got to see this. I'm like, is that Bunny? And he says, no. He went and he hired a clown girl to be a co-host or something. Yeah, and again, we don't, Bunny doesn't own the rights to clown.
No, I love it. That's
yeah.
just hilarious. I love when people clown. I encourage when
I
get
mean,
messages from girls a lot, and they're like, would you care if I
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, please do. Why are you asking me?
Right, and Bunny's
Like,
not the
I want you
first
to.
attractive woman to put on clown makeup.
No,
But
not
it's
at all.
just I just thought it was funny. K-Nub says once he started talking about getting lawyers involved, I was a hard no. Keemstar misses Bunny. Well, he should. We
Manic
gotta.
said clown girls are in demand, and we need
Two-
more.
Here you
Tune
go.
in, Jeffy.
All right, we're watching.
Bunny, are you watching?
Yeah.
I'm going Hong Kong. I'm going live. Click my big circle if you dare. Hong Kong. I'm going live. Click my big circle. Hong Kong.
I love her.
I'm going live. Click my big circle. Hong Kong.
Click her what?
Hong Kong. I'm going live for freedom today with no clown makeup. I'm still a clown. Click my big circle. Let's go all aboard. Choo choo, motherfucker. I love her. Do you like clowns? If so, I'm going live. Click my pink circle. And if you don't like clowns, well, click my pink circle anyway. Hong Kong. I have no nose.
So look, we have two options here. One is you guys mud wrestle.
Yeah.
Two is we steal her away from Bud Crazy, and we'd make a second show with you and her. Something, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just two hot clowns talking to the goddamn audience.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you'd talk about, and I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, clown stuff. There's
clown
lots of
stuff,
to
you
talk
know?
about.
I mean,
Clown milk. You know.
Hong Kong.
would you ever want to co-host a show with the clown lady?
Me?
No.
Absolutely.
I'm already doing it, Bunny,
thought
so
you
I'm
were-
not talking to me.
Well, yeah, you might have been talking to Tech.
He's already doing it too.
Oh yeah.
Great, Bunny.
Hang on.
Fantastic.
One moment. Don't respond yet. Don't respond yet, Bunny.
Clip it, maggot.
Yeah, hang on. Don't respond yet. Hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm so slow at this. I need to be fast.
Slow too. I just found out.
That is. Hang on. Oh, come on, Jeffy. Why are you so slow?
What are we
baby?
talking about?
Hang on. I promise it'll be worth it just to see Bunny's face. One moment.
Critically realist. I don't have an OnlyFans.
I got nothing. Come on. I can't find it. I'm pissed. I had a great soundbite.
But what was it?
It was your Forrest Gump
I
thing.
may not be smart.
It was that. I think that's just
I
so
know what
funny.
AIDS is.
I don't think he said I know what AIDS is.
That's what he said.
He did not. He said I know what love
Yeah,
is.
No, he said I may not be smart, but I know what AIDS is.
He
Jack."
did. He did.
That's the exact quote, Jack.
Well, let me
You
tell
got
you
Bunny
this,
super
maybe
big on the display, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
But I am a
That's
little
what I'm
bit of a
saying,
race
big
trader.
stuff.
I gotta
Yeah,
get,
big stuff.
I gotta get.
You love
that
America, Bunny? I love America. You love America?
Gabby, are you really looking it up?
one. Well, because I have it here on a soundboard, but I cannot find it. Tech may have removed. I don't fucking know where it went. Anyway.
What sound are you looking for?
The one where Bunny
I'm
says
studying my dog, David Jaffe.
no. The
I'm
one where
studying
she
my dog.
says I may not be smart, but I know what love is, but I don't know where it went.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, okay.
You know what? Y'all are inspiring me to astral project tonight.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't
Why
care.
would you ever use that one? That's great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, I talked to Sarah about this, about astral projection, and she's like, "Yeah, it's just some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Who the fuck would believe in astral projection?"
I don't know.
Yeah, I would.
I'm a smart man. Anyway, woman's burning an American flag. Whatever. Look, we've had this conversation, right? We're done. Let's move on. Because what? I'm going to change your fuck. I'm going to
it's
change your
over.
fucking minds. No, I'm not going to change your fucking minds. Cameron Moss says she said my name earlier. That was dope. What about me, Cameron? What about me? Tom Hanks actually plays in a movie where he is HIV compromised. Well, yeah, it's Philadelphia, right? Okay. Speaking of astral projection, here's a story.
Oh.
I was a devout Catholic, this woman says, and then she died. These are the astonishing things I saw and the shocking truth I learned about hell and religion. Now, I haven't even read this. I was going to save it for you guys. But I want to bring this up before. If you died, I'm an agnostic atheist. If I died and I went to heaven and I came back and I saw things and I believed it was real, I was like, look, that wasn't lack of oxygen. That wasn't the morphine. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, was like, that was a real experience. And they brought me back. And I learned that everything in the Bible was true. That Jesus was real, the Son of God, also one of the parts of the Holy Trinity, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I would change a goddamn thing. Because at that point, ask yourself what kind of life you would have to live. It's like, okay, so let me get this straight. All that stuff is real. All these rules I have to follow, not to have my soul tortured for eternity, all that's real. Needing to, step and fetch it for this egocentric, mad God in order to have his love is real. I'm like, you know what, Satan, let's just get going. Let's just start. Let's just fucking start. Because who the fuck wants you would be living your eternity in fear. I don't know if you're an agnostic, atheist, Christian, Jew, whatever you are, Bunny, or Tech. But if it turned out,
I'm Catholic.
okay, so if it turned out you died and went to heaven and you saw the Bible was real, would you change any behavior of your life here when you came back? What would you change?
I'd stop mixing my fabrics like linen and cotton.
Yeah,
I'm probably
Well, right.
Sort of the important
I mean, would you go to the Catholic Church?
important
though?
things.
Well, hang on though. Would you go to the Catholic Church and go, okay, well, wait a minute. The Pope has made it clear he is the vessel of God, or at least the communicator to God on earth. And the Catholic Church has said these things in the Bible are no longer things you need to worry about. So the fabric thing you don't need to worry about because the Catholic Church has said that was from a different time. It doesn't apply now. God will still love you.
I don't trust that guy.
Well, that's what the Bible says. Does the Bible mention the Pope like as a concept or
not really. No.
okay. So what would you? Yeah, I'm with you, Robot. Robot says I would not give a fuck about being punished by this godly prick. Fuck no. Fuck no. But Bunny, would you change any behavior?
I wouldn't have to.
Ooh, Bunny Button. Bunny
I'd
Button.
probably be like, oh shit, I probably need to straighten up and fly around.
That's going to go on my gravestone if I ever had a gravestone. You'll suck it, you'll touch it. Come on, you know it's true. Did you hear that, Tech?
What?
Yeah, you can't hear my sound bites. Jaffe is so anti-establishment he couldn't even follow the Bible if he knows it was real. Yeah, Jonathan, it's not that I'm anti-establishment. Lockjaw. Yeah. Look, a guy told me this once in my early 20s, and I never forgot. I thought it was a great saying. He says, sometimes you need to run with the herd because the herd is running in the right direction. If the establishment is making sense, I got no problem going, oh, I'm doing that. The difference is I do it because I personally go, I like the way they're running. I don't do it because I'm like, please don't leave me. I don't want to be alone. Let me conform just so I'll have some people to talk to. No, I won't do that. That's not anti-establishment. That's just, I do what I want to do. K-Nubs, thank you for the super chat. I told you guys I was taking a nap. Choo Choo, he says, as far as I know, there's only one YouTube show with the crazy eccentric male host with a clown co-host that talks about weird stuff. I don't know what that is. But thank you, K-Nubs, for the super chat. We very much appreciate it. Oh, my God, Jaffe, yes, show the AI biblical figures if they had iPhones. Oh, I don't know what that is. The Pope came from a political power movement, says Angel, that took the power of the church from the mystics and made it state. Yeah. Critically Realist says, I change nothing. God loves me. My intuition is greater than the Bible. That's how I roll. Okay, well, wait a minute, though. Wait a fucking minute, though. And then you come at me and call me a heathen. Well, my intuition says it's okay. I guess it's okay. So, I mean, that's not Christianity then. And that's okay. But don't act like you've got some kind of inside track that trumps the Bible. If you died and came back and it was like, no, the Bible's real.
I am God's favorite. So,
right. The Bible's real. And everything in it's real except what the Pope has removed. Your intuition means shit, according to what you came back and learned. Your intuition now is, that was a real experience I had. Will you fucking change? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Fuck that God. Fuck all of these fucking gods. Remember that?
Before we fuck that God,
let's fuck
Mish. What they
Mish.
look like when they Mish, oh my gosh, thank you, Mish, for that choo-choo.
Thank you, Mish. Why is this, what is this up here? What are we watching? What the fuck is that?
This is if they had iPhones.
Oh, let's see it. Always look on the bright.
Fam, they don't know that G-O-D is about to BRB. These Philistines thought they could flex on me. Big mistake. I just took some pre-workout and finna bring the house down. That's good, fam. Your boy David here.
That's
about
awesome.
To eat this little stone at Goliath and see what happens. Okay, so I told y'all to trust the process. But no, y'all wanted to stay in Egypt stacking bricks. Yo, it's Shadrach. This random dude just showed up. It's getting lit in here.
I got the horses in the back. Horse tack is attached. Hat is matte black. Got the boots that's black to match.
Day 2 in the tomb. No Wi-Fi, no snacks. Just kind of waiting for God to respawn me.
Dad's boy, he's got me in this Technicolor drip. My brother's so jelly right now. They're looking a little sus.
I'm supposed to say that God got me pregnant? Yeah, there's no way my parents are buying this story.
I would like to formally apologize to God, the sailors, and this whale. Sorry, dude, I just took a poop over there.
That's fantastic. I've not seen that. That was great.
That's good.
But Mish, thank you for the super chat. Jaffe, did you see the Senate's version of the spending bill failed? Couldn't get enough moderate and fiscal hawks to support it. Yeah, and now it's going back to the House. We'll see what happens. I don't fucking know. What we call fact can only be consensus cloaked as fact. Religion is far from that, much less reliable, just stories. Yeah, I don't fucking believe. I don't believe in any of this stuff. A Jew. What's funny is a Jew did this because you are a moron. You are a moron. You fucking idiot. Critically Realist says a Jew did this, meaning the AI video of biblical figures. He says because Jews are disrespectful to Christians. Sir, ma'am, are you aware that like 50% of those characters were from the Old Testament? You know, the Jew book? You fucking idiot. What do you think, Moses parted the Red Sea after Jesus came back to life? You fucking moron. Hell, I can't stand religion. And I know at least the chronology of this shit. What, the amazing Technicolor coat? You think that was that was happening after Jesus turned bread into wine? You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. God, people are stupid. People are stupid and they're allowed to act like they're not. I don't like it. I won't have it. I won't stand for it. I won't fucking stand for it. Don't you hate that shit? Don't you hate that shit when people act like, shut up, Darth Nugget.
Yeah,
Stop telling me to relax. That's probably like what women feel like when you tell them to smile. Smile, honey. Fuck you, bitch. I like being passionate. I like getting riled up about something I care about. You should try it sometime. Yeah, I'm going to be milquetoast my whole
Nerds
life.
gummy clusters are really good.
Oh,
though.
I love that.
That's a very
Oh,
good
that's not.
recommendation.
Oh, yes. I wasn't. I need to
That
get
part
my.
we respect.
I need to get my colon cleansed. It's not blasphemy. Someone explained to me in order to commit blasphemy, you would have to give Satan credit for something God did. Yes, according to the laws. That's like when somebody said to me, which really pissed me off a couple of months ago, when they say, Jeffy, you're not qualified to talk about UFOs. Really? Yeah. Really? You're not qualified to talk about ghosts. Okay. I think it was Tech or my dog. Somebody today, maybe it was Calvin, saying it's like that story of like the guy who's got 17 years experienced as a ghost hunter. It's like, so you've got 17 years of playing pretend. Okay. You win. You win. Sorry, I'm not qualified to, Nugget gets mad if you don't smile and clap your hands. Yeah, he's still living off the only joy in his life he ever had when he was in preschool. And they're like, when you're happy and clap your hands. This works. I'm not being beat like I am at home. I like it here. And that was the last good moment he had. Most of the Bible doesn't make sense as critically. They need to make fun of it. However, the need to make fun of it, however, is a fundamentally Jew thing. Is it? What evidence do you have that making fun of the Bible, although,
I would say I've seen more people who are not Christian anymore making fun of the Bible.
Well, I think Monty Pythonberg, when they made Life of Brian, clearly they were a bunch of fucking Jews. Terry Gilliam, those crazy Jews, Terry Gilliam, and who are the other ones? John Cleese, what a Jew name, Cleese. Cleese of the fucking upstate New York Cleeses. Come on, what are you talking about? I love seeing local ghost hunter car out in the wild because they have their logo painted on it, but it's clearly just their everyday car, says Aura. Yeah, I love it. I love it when the news interview ghost hunters. And it's like, we talked to this local ghost hunter. I saw this recently on a news story, and it was like, the guy was trying to use all this lingo and stuff. Like, well, what you got here is your basic poltergeist level 6. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Look.
It's the ghost.
It's the ghost. K-Nub says, for someone who actively shits on this show so much and their Discord, says #1 Madhouse hater, Nugget sure does show up here a lot. Nugget has a parasocial relationship with me. Whenever I don't read the super chat, he gets hives. He breaks out in a bunch of fucking hives, and his mama goes, little Nugget, what's wrong? He's not paying attention to me, Mom. He's not my friend anymore.
I like Darth Nugget.
I don't dislike Darth Nugget, but let's not pretend he's healthy. Let's not pretend he's fucking healthy.
me see.
All right. Hate watchers are the most loyal. Hey, yeah, thanks for being here, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Jeff, your mic's cutting out in the Discord.
Oh, kick me out, bring me back, kick me out, and bring me back.
Make sure you set it up, okay? Make sure you set up your.
What a forward young man you are.
Oh, what is it?
What a forward young man you are.
Bunny said, "Don't bring you back." By the way,
I did not, because I was going to say, it's so funny because yesterday when it was just me and him here, his mic was cutting out, but he also wasn't talking into his mic, so I could read his lips, so I didn't even need to say anything. But it wasn't like it. You
looking at my lips, Bunny?
Yeah,
Make
I'm
sure you
really
set up
good
the
at reading
OBS.
lips.
All right.
So
Yes.
it was cutting out, but I could see it.
Tech, will you do me a favor and shout to Calvin or Sarah? They should text M and let her know whenever she's ready. Ask her if she wants me to pick her up, what she wants. Okay. Oh, Canadian Connor wants to come in? Maybe. Because, we're going on a tight schedule tonight. Tomorrow night, we're not going to be on such a tight schedule, but Wednesday nights for me, now Tech and Bunny go as long as you want, but for me, Wednesday nights I have to wrap up around. No, but hey, can you text Mom?
I think Tony's asking Sarah too, right?
Okay, I'm not on GeForce though. Okay. Kelly, I always show my support for everything Jaffa does. Thank you, buddy. You know we appreciate that. What are the goals tonight? Honestly, there are no goals tonight. Here's what I told Tech at the beginning. I said, you know what we're going to do tonight, Tech? Let's just put on a really fucking good show. And let's also create some topics that people might want to speak to. And I says to the Tech, I says, can you see me? Am I on the screen? Is this just a black screen?
I told you, make sure to set up OBS, and you said, "I know."
Well, what happened?
You didn't set up OBS.
Yes, there we go. And I says to him, I says, well, I'm not going to read the chat tonight. I'll just read super chats. People don't like it when you just read the super chats. And I'm like, well, fuck off, man. Every other fucking show does it. Why can't we make some fucking money? Why can't we make some fucking money? Man, we shouldn't do that, Jeffy. So we didn't do it.
That sounds just like that.
Yeah, and we made a teeny tiny little bit of money tonight. Not much. So I guess tomorrow we're going back to stupid fucking goals. Give us $200, we'll go to a cemetery. God forbid the show would be good enough on its own. And people say, you sound like DSP. No, I don't. Fuck you. I provide, and Tech and Bunny provide hours of genuinely, oh, fuck you, Da Vinci. You ruined the show with politics. Jackie. Fuck off.
Money us. Jack.
Off. I did not ruin goddamn thing. If you can't talk politics, we also talked about Cracker Barrel tonight. We also talked about McDonald's tonight. We also talked about, where did it go? We talked about a professor who trained a guy in serial killing who literally became a serial killer. We talked about religion and a woman who died and came back and says, I have a different take on things. All you talked about was politics. No.
Well.
You like when Jaffe drools. Anyways, Chad, can you money us, please?
I don't believe you that nobody cares for it, Da Vinci. Da Vinci says I didn't mean ruined. I meant go into political tangents that nobody cares for. Ones in the chat if you like. No, not even ones. Poll. Put up a poll, Tech. Do they like it when we talk politics?
Is this going to be like the deciding thing?
No, I just want to show this guy. No, because the idea that it's like, I don't like when people speak for everyone. What he should write is, I mean when you go into political tangents that I don't care about. Then I'm like, okay, I can respect that. I respect that. But don't fucking speak for everyone. You're not the Lorax. It's deep.
What is the poll?
I didn't put up the poll.
No, you said, Jack, put up a poll, and then you can say what the
Do
poll
you
was.
like it? Yes or no?
Yes or no? Politics on the show, yes or no? Canadian Connor says, I'll feed in my overdraft if that's what you want. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what Bunny wants and Tech wants. Feed into your reach into your goddamn wallet and give us money. Because you know you love us. We love you too. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah. This is love.
This is the love you deserve. You don't deserve the old-fashioned Cracker Barrel kind of love. You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? A lot of these people, they don't understand. They don't understand joking around. Some people get really butt hurt's bad. It's a homophobic term, I think. People get really upset.
I've never thought about that.
Well, saying your butt hurt, I assume means you're taking it up the ass, right?
No, like you're falling on your ass.
Oh, I assumed it was like you were getting
or
something
like-
shoved up your butthole.
Like you're mad because
Canadian Connor is
Thank
now
you.
$2.79
You goddamn right.
Canadian dollars.
Thank you,
in the
Canadian.
red.
Thank you, Canadian. We appreciate it. Nuance, context, and breaking balls is lost on a whole generation. You goddamn right. You goddamn right.
Chat, why can't you follow up like your Canadian Connor brother?
What's the matter with you guys?
Philip
Okay,
says
my
it is
brother's
homophobic.
gay. He says it is homophobic. See? So there you go.
I'm gay too, and I'm saying it's not.
thought of it that way.
Well, I assumed it means,
Yeah.
your butt hurt, like your hurt butt, because you were
I
having.
prefer to say Fanny flustered anyway. I feel like that
Oh,
one
you
just
sweet.
sounds cuter.
Philip, I don't know if you're here late to the show, but did you see they're changing Cracker Barrel and getting rid of all the joy, and all the nostalgia and all the kitsch, and they're making it look like a goddamn government building? Because they are. All right, I got 2 donos and I'm broke. Pull me up. Well, you don't get to pay to talk. You don't get to pay to talk. I mean, what do you want? What do you now? Yeah, what do you want to talk about? Invader 42 has reached into his wallet and said, "I support this," and we thank you for that, sir.
Thank
We appreciate that. You have joined the cult of Calypso, where men are men, women are ladies, and tricycles are built for baking bread. What's that mean? Don't know. It's stream of consciousness. What do I do with that? Maybe don't express every thought out loud. Can't help it. I have ADD. Thank you, Invader. We appreciate it. Very, very kind. Very nice. Homosexuals can't be offended, but Christians are fair game. Makes sense for a Jew. Shut up, you fucking anti-Semitic whore. Homosexuals can be offended all they want. Christians, first off, let's be clear. I don't think anything's crazy about being a homosexual. I think being any religion is kind of fucking crazy. Sorry, but I do. Now, that doesn't mean I don't support your right to be crazy. But a man tells another man, I want to be with you in a sexual romantic way. I'm like, okay, makes sense. A man says, I believe in this book that was written in the goddamn Iron Age that doesn't make any goddamn sense, that clearly was written and rewritten and rewritten and re-edited, and we have the historical record to prove it over centuries. Yeah, I go, you probably, maybe I got a problem. Maybe I got a problem with you telling me that's real. Bronze Age. It's old, man. It's an old book. Are you crazy, Jaffe? Says Kelly. Let me ask you this: would I know if I were crazy? I don't think so.
No, you wouldn't know.
When most find religion, it means most do not want to talk to them any longer, or God is the only one who will listen to their bullshit. Yeah, look, man. You want to believe in religion? I support your right to believe in religion, but don't act. Look, I'll tell you what. Don't act like I'm supposed to respect your lack of critical thinking. If you want to say I have something in my bones that makes me believe there is something out there, I can't really understand it. I feel a connection to it. I feel that the Bible does a pretty good job of expressing an aspect of that. I go, okay, that makes sense. I can respect that. You're being
Yeah.
honest. You're being honest with your human emotions. But when you come at me and you start to say all this horse shit, whether it's in the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, that I'm sorry, I just don't believe you. Sorry.
Sorry.
Are you not aware that this is deeply Jewish behavior? Well, then throw me a bar mitzvah, whore, because I guess I'm going to light the Hanukkah and make some latkes. Critically realist. This is not how people behave in a civilized world, Jeffy. Shut up, you idiot. It's exactly how they behave. It's exactly how they behave.
Why'd you choose that one to respond to?
Because he's an anti-Semite, and he's been going after it all night, and I'm
entertaining him.
Yeah, well, I'm entertaining me. All right, chat, do you like it when I respond to the goddamn assholes, or should I just ignore them? One's if you like if I respond, two if you don't. I assumed it was good entertainment. If I can't make content out of this fucking anti-Semitic cocksucker, sorry, Philip, asshole, then we'll cut him loose.
Sorry, Philip.
We'll cut him loose. But if people like the content that I can, wring from this stupid shithead, then I'll do it. Then I'll goddamn do it.
He'll goddamn do it, boys.
Goddamn right. Now do it again. I hope they burn in hell. Jaffe, there's going to be Taijin in your house. I don't even know what that means. What's Taijin?
I don't know. Oh, tajin.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a Mexican candy thing. Well, tajin is like the salt and lemon like flakes that you put on on shit, like chili lemon flakes.
It comes in the little glass shaker looking thing.
Why would there be all of that in around my home?
Your house? Because I'm Mexican. You have a Mexican here now.
You know what's great? You know what's fucking fantastic? Is Sarah's sitting on their bed, teching Sarah's bed the other day. Shut up, Willie Farnsworth, you whore. The dog, there's my nephew, Daniel. Daniel, you should call into the show sometime. Come on, man. We were worried about Ace and, what's his name? Not Austin, that's my other dog. Courage getting along. And these motherfuckers are pals, man. They're playing, they're wrestling, and they were sitting up on Sarah's bed today, just lounging and so comfortable with each other. And I thought we were going to have a hell of a goddamn time making this work. Yeah, Jews dance to the horror. That's right. That's right. Hey, sure, why not? I would literally cry if Jaffe called me a whore. Says, Kenny, that's kind of hilarious and sad. I mean, are you saying you want me? I don't know how to help you anymore. Do you want me to call you that and you'd cry in a good way, or it would hurt you? Because I don't say it to actually be mean. You guys. Yeah. You guys. Let me ask you this. Like, how do you know when somebody can't take a fucking joke? Right? Like, how do you know?
What's their last name?
I don't know. Like, I'm thinking, who comes to mind immediately is like the guy Eric who used to work over on the LCU. And
Bunny got my joke. Bunny understood what I meant.
And I always
your last name Jaffe.
And are you saying I can't take a joke?
No.
You don't think I can take a joke? I can take a lot of jokes. Okay, now you're.
Oh, Anthony can't. Anthony can't take a joke.
I can take a fucking joke. Look. What did I say? You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I literally am like.
What's the biggest joke he's taken? 7 inches.
Right, it's a joke. It's a joke. 8.5.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look, such a great show. Can we get $20, somebody? Just drop a 20.
By the way, I should send these to my brother, because somebody has officially sent me a bag of dicks.
Oh yeah.
This is from Link. So each one of these is literally a little. It's a dick with wings. You see, it's a little bag, awesome. And it's a whole bag.
Are they all different or?
I don't, I haven't
They're
really
different
gone
colors, but
through
not different
them
shapes.
with that much detail. But let's see.
They're all modeled after Keemstar's dick.
Oh no! Oh, they are. Look at this one.
Oh,
That was
cool.
all
We can't see what
deflated.
is that
Yeah,
a
I like that
horse?
one.
No, it's a dick,
a
but it's all
dragon.
deflated and sad. That's a penis.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Keemstar's dick.
Yeah.
This one's-
Ichibai is saying, "Wait, so is Tech in your house, Chappy?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'll send them to you, Philip. Then you'll see it's a real bag of dicks. Canadian. Look, I can totally take jokes. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Make a joke about me, Bunny. Let's see if I can take it.
Oh.
With it.
You're the coolest person I know. I
Good luck,
can't.
Bunny. That's you.
Can't even do it.
Jaffe,
gonna
are
try
there
to
2 movies Saturday, or should we add another wheel? Let me and Tech and Bunny talk about it. I don't know if I want to do 3 movies, although we are doing a new setup where we're going to watch movies, and it's going to be a lot more comfortable here. We're going to do it in one of the living rooms here with we're setting it up. It's kind of like an office now. I don't know what you call it, the den, whatever. But
An office.
if we can make that work by Saturday, then yes, we're gonna start watching movies out there, and then maybe a third one would work. If it's a joke, I can take it. If you seriously called me a bit, I would never. I would never. Well, Kaylee, I would never. I mean, you've given me no reason to be mean to you.
Enough reason.
What?
She's giving me enough reason, Jeffy.
You don't like Kaylee? What'd she do wrong?
Well, Kaylee, now that we can address this elephant in the room, I think you're too nice.
That's fucked up of you to say.
That is fucked up.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
This show promised a puppet or a VTuber or something, I think, at some point. I don't think we hit that goal for Jeffy to be a VTuber, did we?
No, God, no. No, fuck.
Yeah. Also, I asked for $20 like 10 minutes ago, Chad.
No,
where you guys at?
look, we're not that good of a show. Just shut
Not
up.
you.
Don't bring me to talk about
I
it.
stopped the poll at exactly 69 votes.
You
all right?
guys
I am
always,
good.
you guys always tell me that I shouldn't be critical, and I won't live on the air. But you don't get to start doing it, Tech, because if you do it,
Can I get $20, please?
all right. Well, let's wrap it up, folks. That has been Madhouse. What? We are back tomorrow, 6:30, 9:30 California time. We're also back in the morning with the show. I really want to get, now that Tech is in town, my 2 goals are I want to get to the arcade in town, which is a double arcade, double floor, retro Japanese games, brand new games, and I want to either do IRL or video content there this week. And I also want to go to the cemetery at like 12 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever, either for IRL or film content. So we will start adding those kinds of goals. But right now, what I can tell you, a guarantee, is tomorrow we're back with some kind of morning hootenanny. I don't know what it is yet. And then, of course, we're back tomorrow with Madhouse. Thank you, Mish, very, very much. Very, very much. Where's he going? What's he doing? You know what Tech said to me? I bet he's coming to do this. He says, we're talking. Thank you so much, Mish. Very generous. He says, we're talking about goals tonight. I'm like, should we have doors or anything? And he says, you know what we should do? We should charge people. It's like, if you donate $10, I'll come over to your setup. And if someone donates $10, then you go over to their setup. And I'm like, that's stupid. And then he pitched it to Sarah and said, Sarah, what do you think of it? And she said, that's stupid. Here it is, Tech. People are loving it. People
They
are
love
they
it.
love. No, come on, man. Just stop, you fucking weirdo. Does that buy 20 minutes and another political rant? Come on, Choo Choo, give it a chance. Internet hobo time. I really cannot tonight. I would love to go longer, and tomorrow we can absolutely go longer if we make our goals. But tonight we have plans, and I agree. The door thing seems like a locale throwback, and you guys are trying to build something different. Yeah, but we still need locale money. I'm whatever. Okay. Willie says your chest was so bright it blinded you. Jaffe, did you ever end up checking DMs for my show suggestions? Yes, I did. And there were some good ones. They were very game centric, and I'm not entirely sure if I want to be spending too much time on game stuff moving forward, but we'll see. But I did appreciate them. Thank you, buddy. You should go shopping like on Wheel of Fortune. What? Isn't Ryan Seacrest the new host of that show? I heard somebody saying that he looks really...
Seacrest is alive?
See, of course. I heard somebody saying he looks really sickly. He looks really sick.
Yeah, I thought he died.
Ryan Seacrest?
Yeah, old fuck.
I thought he was alive and well.
How old is he, like 40? That's fucking old.
What's wrong with you?
How old is Ryan Seacrest? Give a thought. Don't look it up.
Let people buy stuff from the showroom. That's a good idea. Wait, Vanna White is still there? Vanna White is still on the fucking show? I don't really watch Wheel of Fortune.
Never die.
Oh,
How old do you think he is?
I don't fucking know, but...
You know, I'm going to go...
Don't look it up, Jaffe.
I'm not. I'm looking up why they think he's sick.
Anyways, he's 50. Fucking dead air, fucking dinguses.
Well, I'm looking up the guy.
I said 51.
Yeah, he's an old fuck.
You know what? You can go.
Yeah. He's an elder, officially. He's an
that was
elder.
the funniest thing. He's just like, Tech yesterday was like, you don't have to help.
Mish! $20 says Jaffe's turn now. Great idea, Tech. Pointy fingers.
Okay, sure. I'll go over to Tech now. Sure, I'll do it.
Will Tommy.
No.
It's coming. Time him. It starts 3, 2.
You can time me, but fuck you.
Yeah, time him.
There's my answer. Fuck you.
Oh, we should just start timing both of y'all when y'all do it and see who beats.
My desk is like in a corner, and it's hard to get out of. He's gonna have a hard time getting in here.
Go. Time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jesus Christ! It's so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh. Philip Jaffe says, "Oh, I'm about to start throwing money. This is too good." He has yet to come by. He's still working on it.
37, 38.
You're not visible yet, Jaffe. I'll make my screen big so you can see.
40.
There you go.
This is great.
A show.
How's it going,
It looks like some kind of public access pornography. Who's that sexy clown lady down there with the red hair? She looks like Wendy's. I'll have a frosty. I'll have a frosty and some French fries and some chili. She thinks I'm talking to her like she's Wendy.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
I get that.
She thinks she's Wendy.
I'm a little scared.
Look at Kaylee over there. Look, Kaylee, all right.
Okay.
What's going on in here?
The dogs don't recognize Jaffe, and they're like, "What the fuck is? Who the fuck is that?"
Oh, the babies.
Oh.
That was great. That was worth it.
We're back. How long do you think he's going to get back to his office? Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When he gets back, we're going to pretend that someone donated 50 for him to do it 5 times in a row. Can you believe it, Bunny? Can you believe that? Whoa! $50 from Philip Jaffe. Jaffe, do it 2 more times.
Yep.
Your brother wants you to do it 2 more times.
He didn't give any money. I'm looking at the goddamn chat.
What do you mean? He gave it to me directly.
Now it's this part of the show where we read the Onion, the paper, the Onion. The best
This guy
headline
says we can't go over the time limit today. Let's read the Onion.
the
Let's look at
headline
the newspaper. Go ahead.
The best headline of the week is unpopular Pete Hegseth forced to drink lunch alone because he's an alcoholic
Okay.
and he runs the Pentagon. IRS allows taxpayers to deposit payments directly into Elon Musk's bank account. This is the best paper ever. I love this paper so much. It says, gunman takes huge swing ordering hostages buffalo chicken pizza. Whenever I read this and giggle, my kids make fun of me, but, you know, Trump issues executive order reversing all vasectomies.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's a good paper.
Yeah. We all agree.
More study, more single millennials.
Oh, God.
More single millennials settling for a parrot who can dial 911 instead of marriage. Come on, that's pretty good. Oh, Lord.
It's good.
It's a good paper.
Yeah.
SWAT team robot successfully dismantles black man. This is a horrible paper.
Wow.
More teachers required to provide their own salary. All right, the point is it's good. It's good. All right.
It was good.
Yeah. All right, fellas. There you go. That's the show. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the donations and the support tonight. We appreciate it. We're back tomorrow morning with a morning show, whatever it is, who's to say. And then, of course, we are back tomorrow, 6:30, 9:30 for a brand new Madhouse. We have movie night coming up, or movie day, whatever, this weekend. And we're probably doing pot on Friday because that's how we roll. Be well. Be safe. And $100, Mish. $100 goddamn dollars. For Tech to come in and give me a kiss on the forehead, $100 goddamn dollars. I'll put up with hey. Okay, $200. $200.
$100, but then someone else also needs to drop a 20.
Philip says gay. It's on the forehead. It's on the forehead.
I don't know where that forehead's been.
Tech does it while Jaffy's sleeping anyway for free. Look, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking.
You remember when they would call each other on that commercial and they're like, "What's that?" We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
No, really, we don't.
Yeah,
That's not much of a compliment, but thank you, Grass-Fed. We'll take it. Still better than Aussie. Yeah, that's hard. I mean, that's like saying my driving test went better than Stevie Wonder's. I mean, sure, I guess I'll take whatever I can get. But all right, that's it, fellas. Be well. The fuck was that? All right, bye, you guys. See you later, Bunny Tech.
We're gonna do a little song. Gaily.
Get Gaily. What about all the Gaily?
Why are you guys tapping out? It's only 11
Look,
p.m.
Gaily.
We got things going on today. We'll be seeing.
Bunny, go.
I will be good.
Sweet, sweet little baby angel.
Hey. Maybe one of these little.
Train don't go to Eldersville. Look what Willie Farnsworth wrote. He's such
2-hour shows are the best. I can go to bed now.
He's such a son of a bitch.
We gotta go back on now.
Yeah, goddamn right. Let's go back
You know
on.
what, fuck it. We're online. Bring the cameras back. Really
Bye.
You don't get to sleep tonight.
Well, look, where's your girlfriend, Tech? Because where the fuck is? Because I'm waiting for M to come over.
Yeah.
And I don't know where
she's out
Sarah
here.
is. Sarah's there?
I can yell.
Well, ask her where the fuck M is so I can know what the plans are. Because the reason we're
Sarah,
smile,
Sarah, baby,
Sarah, baby,
how are you, lady?
Leave.
I'm looking to get shady.
Bunny, what are you doing? What are you doing?
by the
Load up. What are you doing on the 4th of July? Bunny, what are your plans, buddy? The weekend.
I'm going to my mommy's.
What you doing
I'm
over
going
there?
to eat hot dogs and play with sparklers.
Is your little brand new niece lady going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Aw.
Fun. I might go to the movies. I want to do a 4th of July movie thing because I want to get out and be in the crowds and see F1. I think I want to see F1. They say that's a great fucking movie. Great.
It's a fantastic.
Odds of a movie theater getting shot up on the 4th of July is much higher.
I'm staying home on the 4th of July. I am watching Netflix. That's what
I'm going to the movies with little Miss Sarah.
I cannot wait for the 11th for Superman. Shut up, K-Nubs. Thank you. We appreciate it.
K-Nubs drops $500.
Maybe,
and says,
maybe Sarah's asleep.
I'm calling her.
Because, Anna G, you can say stop Bunny, but she's probably telling the goddamn truth. She's probably telling the goddamn truth. 9/11 was horrible. I'm glad we shot Obama dead. I think it's wonderful. Fuck that guy. That's not exactly what I meant.
Can you believe we get paid to do this?
All right, so what's happening, Tech? Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Bye, you guys. Be well.
Oh, the update is ETA 2 minutes, Yuffie.
All right, we're wrapping it. See you.